From this day in history
to dance team tryouts, we've got a group.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, we're live. Oh, good morning, Centurions. Today is Friday, May 20th. I'm Mr. Venegas.
And I'm Mr. Nusbickel.
If you turned in early enough before the show, you heard Don't Think Twice, It's All Right by Bob Dylan. That song was included on his second album, The Freewheeling Bob Dylan. That album was released on this day in 1963.
You also heard Oh Girl by the Chi-Lites. That song topped the charts on this date in 1972.
If your birthday is today, happy birthday! You have the same birthday as some really famous people, like Cornelius Vanderbilt. You might not know his name, but you know his legacy. He is the patriarch of the Vanderbilt family who rose out of poverty to become one of the richest persons in United States history. He gained most of his wealth through railroads and shipping. He gave the initial gift that led to the creation of Vanderbilt University in Nashville, Tennessee.
You also share the date with Wild Bill Hickok. Hickok was a scout, gunfighter, and lawman whose eventual death during a poker game led to the creation of the dead man's hand. That hand during a 5-card poker game is a pair of aces and a pair of eights. Hickok was shot from behind during a poker game while he held both black aces and both black eights. He was shot by Jack McCall, better known as Crooked Nose Jack, on August 2nd, 1876 in Deadwood, South Dakota.
Your birthday is also the same as, he used to be a president, Lyndon Johnson, Hubert Humphrey, former Secretary of State under Presidents Nixon and Ford, Henry Kissinger, and one of my favorite comedians, Adam Carolla.
A couple of items of history for May 27th. It was on May 27th, 1937, that the Golden Gate Bridge opened.
Yeah, it did. And also, 1941, in a major sea battle in the Atlantic Ocean near France, British naval and air forces sunk the unsinkable German battleship, the Bismarck. The Bismarck was the largest ship built by Germany up to that point. The beginning of the end for the Bismarck came from torpedoes launched by outdated biplane torpedo bombers, one hit that rendered the Bismarck steering gear inoperable. The next day, British naval vessels neutralized the Bismarck with a sustained bombardment. Rather than surrender the ship to the British, the crew of the Bismarck scuttled their own ship. Scuttled, by the way, means they sunk their own ship.
Pulled a cork. Also during World War II, it was on this day, 1943, that a B-24 bomber carrying U.S. airmen and a former Olympic runner, Luis Zamperini, crashed in the Pacific Ocean. After surviving the crash, Zamperini floated on a raft in shark-infested waters for more than a month before being picked up by Japanese and spending the next 2 years in a series of brutal prison camps. His story of survival was featured in the 2010 best-selling book Unbroken. It was made into a movie of the same name. Great movie. Hard to watch, but very powerful.
And on a lighter note, it was on this date in 1969 that the construction of Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida began.
Remember that graduation practice has changed from the original calendar that was distributed in your government classes. The practice is now Monday, June 13th. You need to be at Centennial Park at 1:30 for attendance, and the practice takes place from 2 to 3:30.
And I wanted to say something last night. I went to the House of Blues, and I saw an amazing artist last night. He's over here, Mr. Craycraft, play last night, him and the Reflex. And unfortunately, there were only two of us there to see, was myself and Miss Bajorquez, who, by the way, looked fantastic. But anyway, this guy right here was amazing.
And you didn't get your camera out?
Oh, I have pictures.
Oh, good.
But only of Mr. Craycraft.
Thank you.
But anyway. Seniors, remember that graduation practice changed from the original calendar. Oh, that was you.
But that's you.
Okay.
Up on the screen.
Okay. This is live, by the way. And
That's what you get for going off script.
And you need to get your graduation tickets, then your senior breakfast, slideshow, and celebration will be on Tuesday, June 14th at 9 a.m. That's in the morning. But before all that, don't forget that your senior luncheon, hosted by the Centurion Counseling Team, will take place on Friday, June 3rd. Caps and gowns will be distributed, and your panoramic picture will be taken during fifth period that day.
And if you haven't heard this yet, welcome from out under the rock. But the graduation ceremony itself has been moved from the stadium to Centennial Park, and the time has been moved from 7 to 8. Your graduation date is still Wednesday, June 15th. That hasn't changed. Okay, go back under the rock.
The yearbooks are already here, and you can still purchase one if you hurry. You can still purchase one if you hurry. To place your order, you need to pay a minimum of $20 deposit at the ASB window. The total cost is $80 with an ASB card and $85 without. The books will be available for pickup during the senior barbecue on Friday, June 3rd. Don't miss out. You're in there somewhere.
Last night, the Century Band and Orchestra had their last performance of the year. And if you missed out, you really missed out. And while we can't compress a full concert into 90 seconds, Juan Parra and Mayra Juarez were there. Here's a little bit of what was played last night.
Hi, good morning, Centurions. My name is Mayra Juarez, and I'm here to watch Band and Orchestra perform, so let's check it out. those were some amazing performances by band and orchestra, and I'm glad I got to watch those performances with my camera person, Juan. So now back to the guest anchors.
Robert. If you or any of your friends are interested in girls volleyball, there will be a mandatory meeting Tuesday, May 31st, right after school in the gym. Coach Munoz will have plenty of sign-up sheets to add your name to the priority list, where you can be updated on the tryout dates and volleyball events. If you have any questions before the meeting, please contact Coach Munoz or Coach Rojas.
The Century Race Team just finished up its season with a race last Saturday. We now need to start planning for next year. To give you a wrap-up of the race and to tell you more about the race team, here is Tom Nusbickel.
Field reporter Tom Nusbickel here, talking about Century Race Team. With me is Tom Nusbickel, one of the teacher advisors for the race team. Mr. Nusbickel, tell us about Century Race Team. Century Race Team is a club where we design and build and race cars for the UCI Energy Invitational. Well, Mr. Nusbickel, is the race team only for Engineering Design Academy students? No, not at all. It's open to all students, whether their interests are in mechanics, whether their interest is in engineering, art, writing, mathematics. We all have a place for you on their Century Race Team. Very interesting, Mr. Nusbickel. What does the team do at the meetings? At the meetings, what we do is we plan first what we're going to do. We follow the engineering design process, and we figure out what we need to do, design it, build it, try it out, test it, and get ready for the race. The UCI Energy Invitational that you spoke of, tell us about that. What's the challenge? The challenge of the Invitational is really unique. In 1 hour, we're to go as far as we can. In the heavyweight division, we're given $1 worth of energy, and in the lightweight division, it's 67 cents. How'd the team do this year? We actually did pretty well. Unstoppable, just about halfway through the race, burnt its motor controller, but we were leading the race by 25 points, which is equivalent to 2.5 laps. Creeper, it crashed on lap 3. What are the plans for next year? Next year, it's improving on what we've done in the past. Unstoppable will probably get a diet, a better motor controller, a cooling system. Creeper will get better steering and brakes. Well, that just about does it. Century Race Team, it can be for you, so join up next year and help them go all the way. There's one other thing that I'd like to bring up. Oh, what's that? This summer, we're having a radio control car class taught by myself and Mr. Martin. It's going to be a small-scale version of what we do in the race team. We've got radio control off-road racing trucks that we'll learn how to make them handle better, how to make them run fast, how to put them together in the first place. And then we're going to go out and drive them, both on street, on asphalt, and also on a real dirt racing track. That sounds great. How do students sign up for that? Just get in touch with your counselor and sign up for the RC car class this summer with Dr. Martin and myself. Well, that's it. This is Tom Nusbickel reporting. It looks like Century Race Team will be racing through the year. Back to the news desk.
As most of you know, prom is tomorrow night. God, who planned that? At the Nixon Library in Yorba Linda. But what you underclassmen might not know is what it takes to get ready for prom. And Jelly Barroso decided to ask students what they've done or are going to do to get ready for their big night at prom.
Hi Centurions, my name is Barroso, and today I'm going to be walking around asking Centurions how they're prepping for prom, and we're also going to give you guys a look of how we all get ready for prom. Hi guys, I'm here with Jesse Rodillo. So Jesse, can you tell us what you still need to get for prom?
I still need to get my shoes and my belt. I need to get that little fresh cut, clean up, and obviously I gotta hit the gym before going to prom. Gotta look pumped.
All right, thanks, Jesse. So I'm here with Mike. So Mike, what do you still need for prom?
I still need the corsage. I need to buy some shoes, and because the ones I got, I didn't like them. And yeah, that's it. Corsage and shoes.
Thanks, Mike. So I'm here with Julissa. So can you tell us a little bit more about how you're prepping?
I already did my nails. Went to my nails. I went to buy my makeup. Eyebrows are done. Heels. I bought my heels and my dress, obviously. So yeah, I'm kind of ready for prom.
All right, well, thank you. So the Centurions want to know if you went to prom and how you prep for it.
Oh my gosh, that was so long ago, more than 50 years. So I did go to my prom. I would suggest is relax, enjoy, make yourself as pretty as you like, but just enjoy your friends.
So I'm here with Mr. Micaelo. So Mr. Michael, did you go to prom?
I sure did, back in 1982.
And can you give advice to the guys on how to prep?
Well, number one, make sure you are safe that night. Make sure that you are very, very respectful to whoever you're going to prom with. Have a great time. And above all, don't do anything dumb that's going to get you in trouble.
So I'm here with Mr. Parra. So can you tell us what's something you would have done differently if you went to prom?
Well, now looking back in my prom, probably not spend so much time just sitting down at the table with my girlfriend at that time, holding her hand. I would have been out there dancing more and enjoying my friends and hanging out with them, taking pictures. So enjoying the time and the experience to have memories, not just sitting with somebody that after that prom I never saw again.
Let's end each other's lonely nights, be each other's paradise. Need a picture for my frame, someone to share my brain. Tell me what you wanna drink, I'll tell you what I got in mind. Oh, I don't know your name, but I feel like that's gonna change. You ain't gotta be my lover, for you to call me baby. Never been up by no pressure, it ain't that serious. Can't we keep each other company. Maybe we can be each other's company. Oh, company.
And as the end of the year is rapidly approaching, my colleague, Mr. Venegas, talked to some fellow teachers to get advice for our departing seniors, and here's what they had to say.
Advice for the exiting seniors: go to school, stay in school, pursue your dreams.
Party hard. I would suggest that they do their best, they try their hardest, and they don't let their friends sway them from.
And don't be a Shark fan.
Sway them from doing the right thing, and just stay strong to their goals.
What goals would you recommend?
Recommend hard work, determination, and striving for whatever they think is important in life.
Who are you rooting for in the World Series?
I don't follow the World Series. I'm more of a sports fan. So the Stanley Cup, I guess that would be the San Jose Sharks, as the Ducks don't have a chance to ever win the Stanley Cup ever again, but the Sharks they have a pretty good chance.
Advice: if you're going to college, talk to your teachers. Go to their office hours. Have them get to know you, not just be a name on a piece of paper. Work hard.
Find something you're passionate about and go to school for that.
Hey seniors, the one advice that I would give you is don't fall asleep on school. I know that sometimes school gets hard at times, and I know that sometimes you don't want to continue and go to college because you say that you're gonna go to work and just take a break from school, but just don't do that. Just go to school right away and get your stuff done. And I mean, work is always gonna be there. You're never gonna have to. Work is never gonna be over. You're always gonna be able to get a job somewhere, regardless if it's something in your field or not. But work is always available. Just keep your best foot forward and try your best in school and get out there and make the world a better place.
All right, the best advice would be to never give up, try your best, make us proud, and always come back to visit us and tell us how you're doing. Thank you.
One. Where's one?
Middle.
And lastly, the Century High School dance team is having tryouts next week, starting on Monday, May 30th at noon in the dance room. Wow, somebody's coming in during vacation?
Yeah, I do all the time.
If you're interested, need to pick up tryout packets at lunch or after school today. You'll need to perform 3 small combos and a bonus segment, whatever that means. Then the tryouts will continue throughout the week.
Well, that wraps up another rousing edition of Guest Anchor Fridays. I'm Mr. Nusbickel.
And I'm Mr. Venegas, and I want to say congratulations to the Century High School baseball team, Chris Lopez, 2-time MVP, and Coach Cortez, who does a fantastic job with the boys, and all my former graduating seniors. Good luck. God bless. Thanks to Mr. Bush. He's a fantastic guy. We're lucky to have him here. And for all you Century staff members, golf tournament, it happens on our last day of school. We have breakfast, go to the breakfast, and then at noon, first tee times at Willowick. So if you want to play, contact me. You know where I work.
And your last line is?
Why do chickens sit on eggs?
Well, I don't know. Why?
Because they don't have chairs.
No. That's enough. See ya.
Love you.